Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter, and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press releases out of the small cap world every morning at the open, so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe even find your next great small cap investment. Now, it's Monday, May the 12th. Unbelievable news day. I've got 9 press releases for you from both sides of the border. Huge news, financial results, sales, and biggest of all, let's start you off first right now with Omagine, trades on the U.S. OTC under the stock symbol OMAG. They announced that the Omani government has approved commercial terms for the Omagine project, which is a $1.5 billion plus real estate project in Oman. The company has received an official letter from the governor of Oman formally approving the terms by which the Omagine project will be developed. Full disclosure, this is an AGORACOM client, but undoubtedly this definitely stands on its own 2 feet. Here are some of the highlights from this project. As presently planned, the project will be located on approximately 1 million square meters of beachfront land facing the Gulf of Oman, just west of Muscat, the capital city of the Sultan of Oman, and near Muscat International Airport. It's going to include several 100,000 square meters of residential property, as well as significant commercial, retail, and hospitality elements. It's expected to take between 4 and 5 years to complete. Projected financial model right now is predicting an internal rate of return of 20%, net positive cash flow in excess of $600 million US is expected over that 5 years. Right now, that net present value of the projected cash flow is projected to be about $300 million US. Big quote here from the company's president, Frank Drohan. We're gratified by this final approval and pleased with the results. Our carefully chosen strategic investor partners, including CCC, Bank Muscat, and local Omani business persons, are committed to delivering the signature project for the people of the Sultanate of Oman. Our attorneys are now concluding the development agreement with the Ministry of Tourism, and we and the government look forward to signing it within the next several weeks. This is a deal that's going to be finalized imminent, from the quote here by Frank Drohan. Big news. The company closed on Friday at 90 cents. At current market prices, that gives a market cap of about $41 million. You do the math. I gave you the numbers. Do your due diligence, but this is huge news out of Omagine, OMAG. Next up, Versatile Systems trades both on the Venture and, for our friends in the UK, on the AIM exchange. On the Venture, VV. On the AIM, VVS. They're reporting results for both Q3 and the entire 9 months. Revenue in the entire 9 months was about $45.5 million. That's a record. I'm just going to go over the 9-month numbers, let you go take a look at the quarterly numbers. Revenue, $45.6 million. Gross profit, $11.3 million. Net profit, $562,000 compared to about $386,000 for last year. That's an increase of 45%. The company closed on Friday at 20 cents. Next up, Empower Tecnologies trades on the Venture under the stock symbol EPT. They announced the signing of a $40 million sales agreement. This is a huge news on a huge day on AGORACOM TV. A lot of multi-million-dollar sales agreements going down. The company is saying that this is their first significant sale. It's a 5-year volume purchase order from Advantech Computer Systems, which a lot of you have probably heard of, and it's to supply industrial handheld computers to their value-added resellers, better known as VARs. Advantech is going to distribute industrial, handheld, and tablet systems to the healthcare, hospitality, transpo, and a whole bunch of other industries, but those are just to name a few. The sale from this 5-year purchase order is valued about $40 million. As we said, Paul Lung, Chairman, President, and CEO of the company, had this to say: we're now completely transitioned from being an R&D company and a developer of software and hardware to one that develops, manufactures, and sells OEM embedded computing products and solutions. They closed on Friday at 71 cents. Next up, SelectCore on the Venture Exchange under SCG. They announced that they're signing a major customer contract. Looks like it's going to be valued about $25 million. Before I give you some highlights, this is what they do. Important to understand. They provide prepaid telecom solutions to credit-challenged consumer market across Canada. In other words, people who can't qualify for credit for cellular phones, long distance, you name it. This is what they provide. It's prepaid, so that at least these people can have the services. They do it through private label partnerships. Profit 100 ranks SelectCore as one of Canada's fastest growing companies in both 2006 and 2007. This contract here is expected to add an additional 3,000 terminals and retail points of distribution over the next 12 months while generating revenues in excess of $25 million. The first purchase order from this customer was for 1,000 terminals, all of which have been delivered for deployment. The company closed on Friday at just 10 cents. Do your own due diligence, but big numbers there. Back to the U.S., Zapp making a repeat performance here. Trades on the OTC under the stock symbol ZAAP. They're saying that record gas and oil prices are driving sales for Zapp, with electric car orders growing to $6.8 million. This is as of April 8, 2008. $6.8 million backlog in orders for its Zebra electric sedan and pickup. This is from auto dealer purchase contracts, so that's great because it's going straight through the dealerships. It's also the $6.8 million backlog, surpasses all of Zapp's 2007 sales and are based on the delivery schedule over the next 12 months. In addition, they've got about a $712,000 consumer product backlog. They closed on Friday at 53.5 cents. Staying with the U.S., China Organic Agriculture, love these up-and-coming Chinese small cap companies, trades on the OTC under CNOA. They announced a signing of a $4.3 million sales contract with Beijing Jinggu Hangfa Trading Company. They're a respected rice distributor in the Beijing region. This is a 3-month deal with a value equivalent to $4.3 million, in which Hangfa is going to sell 1,760 tons of rice during that time. The company's CEO, this is the CEO of China Organic Agriculture, said, "Our rice fields are in a location highly suitable for the growth of organic and green rice, and our close working arrangements with the local farmers serve as an advantage for the company." They closed on Friday at $1.27. Back to the venture exchange, CriticalControl Solutions trades under CCZ. They announced 2008 Q1 numbers. A significant, biggest highlight here, significant improvement in net income, which is obviously something we all like to see in the small cap world. Here are some of the highlights. Revenues, $5.995 million. Let's call that $6 million. That compares to $6.35 for the same quarter last year. They've got a bit of an explanation as to why. Take a look at that. But most important, what I like, net income has gone from $91,000 loss last year to a $504,000 gain this year. That's big news. I'd like to see that kind of direction. In addition, they're saying that corporate debt was reduced by a further just over $1 million. Great sign. Profit up, reducing debt. All signals are go there. They close on Friday at 16 cents. Switching over to a little bit of resources news. Benton Resources trades on the Canadian Venture Exchange under BTC. They announced that they intersected high-grade nickel and gold. This at their 100% owned Armit Lake property. Results have been received for 5 of the total of 13 holes that they did drill. The most significant results include a mineralized zone in hole 8 that assayed 1.57% nickel, 0.08% cobalt over 7.8 meters. Within that intersection was a narrower but higher grading material of 3.7% nickel, 0.2% cobalt over 2.5 meters. The second significant intersection they're saying is a new gold discovery. Hole 7 intersected a new gold zone that graded 23 grams per ton over 1.5 meters. They closed on Friday at 58 cents. And finally, Bell Copper Corporation, an AGORACOM client, trades on the Venture Exchange under BCU, announced today that they completed their business combination. This is the proposed business combination announced back on September 4th. 2007. A lot of details in this press release. Let me sum it up with a quote from Bell Copper's present CEO. The conclusion of this business combination creates a copper mining company focused on the near-term development to production of the La Balsa mine in Mexico, the medium-term development of production of the Grand Duke mine in British Columbia, and the long-term exploration of our portfolio of copper exploration assets, providing future development opportunities. Our business plan provides the shareholders of Bell Copper with a steady path to increasing cash flow and future profitability. That's from Glenn Zinn. Great news out of Bell. Finally, a couple stock halts to report about. Anglo Potash AGP halted at 9 o'clock on the venture pending news. Adcore Capital, 9 o'clock halt pending news. Transamerica Industries trades under TSA on the venture, halted at 9:08 pending news. ISG Capital Corp halted at 9 o'clock pending news. And China One Corp, CHO.P, also halted at 9 o'clock pending news. That's a wrap. Unbelievable news day. Billion-dollar projects, multi-million-dollar sales, multi-million-dollar quarterly reports. Fantastic day for the small cap world. That's a wrap. As always, don't forget about the AGORACOM marketplace. Close to 90 companies listed by industry and exchange with great summaries so you can quickly find the one best suited for your portfolio. Have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow.